Good evening and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Margaret. Welcome to my lair. This is my mid-month check-in video. Excuse the stuffiness. I'm still figuring out my schedule, so I didn't leave myself very much room and I have to film this now. So I've been drinking lots of water and the stuffiness is not going away. So this is what you get this evening. Mid-month check-in. Basically, I'm going to be comparing my goals this month, the first time I'm doing a TBR and like a homework list of books, with the reality. It is currently October 15th, mid-month, and how am I doing on the 7 books that I said I would be reading? Well, the official list, I've finished 1 out of 7. Tales of the Islanders, the Juvenilia of Charlotte Bronte. That's the one I finished, which is not great. But I have started North and South, and I'm not hurrying through it. I've still got about 100 pages to go, and it's so good. I'm trying to savor it, even as I'm trying to stuff more pages and more minutes into the day of reading, because it's so good, and I want to catch up. I've started The Wonderful Adventures of Mrs. Seacole in Many Lands, which is the travelogue of the woman born in Jamaica and talking about the Crimean War, most famously. Haven't got too far in that. She's pretty good. I've definitely started Hood Feminism. I started talking about that online on Litsy. I don't know how many people do crossover, but I never know anyone on Litsy. No one does like handles that I recognize over there, so what else? I have not touched 12 Wild Swans, which I was almost finished with and I was trying to get myself to finish. I have not touched Haymarket, which I was, I don't know, a quarter of the way through, and is really interesting, but I have to like get back into that mode to remembering the characters. And I definitely haven't touched the bonus read of Passing. So I've got some quick catching up to do. Part of the problem, not a problem really, part of the issue is that my time has been mostly spent working on literary festivals with A Mighty Blaze. So I will put up some information about them here. And maybe, I don't know, like link to the latest video. They're doing videos every day in terms of author interviews and spotlights for debuts and all this fun stuff. So that is the official position. However, I have had several books that have floated by that were not on that list of 7 books in the TBR video, but somehow I've managed to finish or make progress on. One of those was the buddy read, The Last Story of Mina Lee by Nancy Juryeon Kim, and that live talk went great, so I'll put that up there in case you want to check it out. We talked for almost an hour, and this is the first time I was really getting to know Sandy, so that was really cool for my first collaboration on BookTube. So thanks, Sandy. And what else is on my unofficial list? Library book, written in 2000. So modern. Oop, how do we go? There we go. Jean-Christophe Rufin, and it has a really awesome beginning, and it totally caught me. So, someone in Cairo in Louis the 15th's reign, Louis the 16th's reign, I can't remember anymore. They meld together for me. Anyway, in the Golden Age, the Golden Century, as the French call it, the French consul in Cairo is facing a dilemma because there is a very famous person's painting of the king in the Foreign Office in Cairo, for lack of a better term. Because it's very damp there near the river, there's a huge mark, a stain spreading of rot in the painting because of the damp, and other parts of the painting are sprouting rot as well, or mildew or whatever it would be. And he's faced with the choice of leaving it like that and showing disrespect to the king, which could get him fired or killed, who knows, in that age, or engaging a tradesman or a master craftsman to try to repair this painting, and it may not work, and so that he also may face banishment or beheading, who knows. So anyway, like, just a very fascinating dilemma in a time long gone by. But because it's in French, I only read like a chapter at a time. I read it out loud to give my mouth practice and the plasticity of the language. And that is great, but it also means it's slow. So I've been using this as an excuse to go outside because I haven't been outside very much because of quarantine rules. So anyway, I go out in the little balcony and sit if it's sunny and read in French out loud like a crazy person, and it's great. And the last one that I had on my unofficial list was Information Doesn't Want to Be Free, and that is an audiobook from Libro FM because they're amazing, and it is by Cory Doctorow with a couple forewords and introductions and stuff. I just started listening to that today, and it's very short, but it's fascinating. It's something I think even my dad would enjoy because it's about the copyright wars, the history of copyright, and the way it's been twisted to protect middlemen and intermediaries rather than people who actually own the copyright these days. And I was like, oh, there's plenty of sentences here and there that I feel like deserve closer attention because I'm not sure if I agree with them, but many of the bigger thesis statements are very interesting in ways I hadn't thought of it before. And as a creator with stuff out in ebooks in the digital realm, this is a very interesting and self-interested subject. So this is a really good audiobook I'd recommend. So, there's lots in progress. There's one done. There's lots still to go. That's my mid-month check-in. A Mighty Blaze is chugging along. We have Brattleboro Literary Festival this weekend, which is when this will be going up. And then we have Sanibel in Florida Literary Festival the next weekend, and that's just going to be a crazy chock full of amazing speakers and panels. And this Friday is when our submissions period for Yola Boca Float PDX, the literary festival that I founded, is going to end. And so we'll see who's going to be on our lineup. It's so exciting. We have until December, so we have lots of work still to do. But yes, it's very exciting to see the people who are writing in and going to form our panels. So, yeah, check in for October. Pretty good.